bringing the people behind our food to life.
There are a number of ways that people can cut down on food waste in their own lives. Thinking about groceries, the first idea would be to plan out the meals you're going to eat during that week and then make a detailed shopping list before you head to the market. Number two would be to actually stick to that list when you're in the supermarket or wherever you shop, because there's inevitably some tempting items and it's hard to stick to your list, but those whim buys are often the things that end up going to waste. And then when you get home, when you're cooking your meals, not serving such large portions to people, letting people take more or ask for seconds, and then after you're done with the meal, saving the leftovers. You'd be amazed at how many people actually don't save the leftovers. You'd be further amazed by how many people don't eat the leftovers they save. So that would be the fifth step, would be to take what you had for dinner for lunch or save it up and have a leftover night once a week or something like that. Well, if you do have items that have gone bad or that you're going to have to throw out, the preferred method would be to compost it. And that can take a couple forms, whether it's having a worm bin in your house or in your basement, or having a compost pile out back, anything to prevent it from going to landfill. But I have to say, before it gets to that point, there are other ways of dealing with food that you might not necessarily want to eat, but that hasn't gone bad. So maybe you want to give some to your neighbor if you know you're not going to eat it, or a friend, or if you have a couple of bananas that are a little squishy, that's a perfect recipe for a banana bread. And those are the kind of things, those are the kind of folksy remedies that I think people have gotten away from, and that as a culture we've lost a bit.
Do you have any stories in your travels and your research of communities in action?
Sure. Well, just the other day I went out with a group called the Portland Tree Fruit Project, and this is a really neat idea where it's people who have backyard fruit trees and they're not necessarily going to use all of the fruit. Maybe they're not going to pick any of it. If just left alone, it actually becomes a problem because it's just this big mess underneath the tree. So this group will go out and harvest the fruit and give most of it to hungry people, keep a little bit for themselves. And it's a real neat project where they're building community and helping hungry folks and helping homeowners as well. My goal is to divert food from being sent to the landfill. So any way you do that, whether it's being smarter with how you buy your groceries, eating your leftovers, feeding the leftovers to a dog, sending it to a hog farmer, composting it, anything. That's all I'm trying to do. Get people to think about it and not just throw it in the trash.